Hey there, science fans! Today we're diving into the incredible world of your circulatory system. Get this, if you laid out all your blood vessels end to end, they'd circle the Earth over 2 times. That's a whopping 95,000 kilometers of blood highways. Every single day, your heart pumps out about 7,500 liters of blood through these vessels. That's like a tanker truck full of life-giving fluid. But what exactly is blood? And why is it so important? Well, think of your blood as a delivery service that never stops. It carries oxygen from your lungs to all your cells, giving them the energy they need to function. It also picks up nutrients from the food you eat and delivers them throughout your body. Without blood, your cells would be like cars without petrol, going nowhere fast. Now, you might be wondering how all this blood gets around. That's where your heart comes in. It's a powerful pump that works non-stop, pushing blood through your arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries are like the big highways, carrying oxygen-rich blood away from the heart. Veins are the return routes, bringing blood back to the heart to get reoxygenated. And capillaries? They're like the tiny side streets, connecting arteries and veins and allowing for the exchange of oxygen, nutrients, and waste products between your blood and your cells. Pretty cool, right? Now let's talk about blood pressure. Imagine you're watering your garden with a hose. The force of the water pushing against the hose walls is like blood pressure. It's the force of your blood pushing against the walls of your arteries. This pressure is essential because it's what keeps your blood flowing throughout your body. Every time your heart beats, it creates a surge of pressure as it pushes blood into your arteries. This peak pressure is called systolic pressure. When your heart relaxes between beats, the pressure drops to its lowest point, called diastolic pressure. Think of it like squeezing and releasing a stress ball. Squeeze for systolic, release for diastolic. So what's a healthy blood pressure range? For most adults, a systolic pressure below 120 millimeters of mercury and a diastolic pressure below 80 millimeters of mercury is considered normal. Keeping your blood pressure in a healthy range is crucial for a happy and healthy heart. Just like that garden hose, if the pressure gets too high, it can cause damage. That's what happens with high blood pressure, also known as hypertension. It's like your heart is constantly working overtime, putting extra strain on your arteries. Over time, this can lead to a whole host of problems. Think of your arteries like elastic bands. They're designed to stretch and recoil with each heartbeat, but when blood pressure is consistently high, those elastic walls can become stiff and damaged. It's like stretching out that elastic band too many times. Eventually, it loses its elasticity and can even snap. This damage can lead to tiny tears in the artery walls, making them more susceptible to plaque buildup. Several things can contribute to high blood pressure, including too much salt in your diet. Salt makes your body hold on to water, which increases blood volume and, you guessed it, blood pressure. Stress. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones that make your heart beat faster and your blood vessels constrict, both of which raise blood pressure. Thickening of artery walls. As we age, our arteries naturally tend to stiffen a bit, which can contribute to higher blood pressure. Section 4. Clogged pipes, atherosclerosis, and its aftermath. Remember those tiny tears we talked about? Well, that's where things can get really serious. When those tears occur, your body tries to repair them, but sometimes cholesterol, fat, and other substances in your blood can get trapped in the healing process. Over time, this buildup of gunk, called plaque, starts to narrow your arteries, kind of like a clogged pipe. This condition is known as atherosclerosis. Now here's the scary part. Atherosclerosis doesn't just affect your blood pressure, it can have dire consequences for your overall health. When arteries become severely narrowed or completely blocked, it can restrict blood flow to vital organs, leading to heart attack. If a coronary artery, which is an artery supplying blood to the heart muscle, gets blocked, it can cause a heart attack. Stroke. When a blood vessel in the brain gets blocked, it can cause a stroke. That's why it's so important to take steps to prevent and manage high blood pressure and atherosclerosis. Eating a healthy diet, exercising regularly, managing stress, and, if necessary, taking medication can all help keep your blood flowing smoothly. Section 5. Keeping the flow going. So, what happens when a blood vessel does become severely narrowed or blocked? Well, doctors have a few tricks up their sleeves. One common procedure is called angioplasty. It's like a tiny balloon surgery for your arteries. During angioplasty, a doctor inserts a thin tube with a tiny balloon on the end into the blocked artery. They inflate the balloon to open up the artery and improve blood flow. Sometimes they'll also insert a small mesh tube called a stent to help keep the artery open. Remember, your circulatory system is a marvel of nature, working tirelessly to keep you alive and kicking. By understanding how it works and the things that can threaten its delicate balance, you can take charge of your heart health and live a long and fulfilling life. And hey, with an average of 2.5 billion heartbeats in a lifetime, you've got plenty of reasons to keep that ticker ticking strong.